577 recommender systems. Here to show you guys today my implementation of user KNN with significance weighting. Okay, here we go. So it turns out that there was no changes needed really to the user KNN recommended class as suggested um, um, by the homework. What I did instead was change the config file here to take in a new similarity class, and you can see here that the recommender was actually left intact, left the same, whereas the similarity class was the one that was what I ended up changing. So I can show you what I did here. Again, the only trick that we really needed was to change what the Pearson correlation coefficient class extended from. Before, if you can remember, it extended from the abstract recommender similarity class. I instead told it to extend from my own class that I wrote. And I didn't even necessarily write, I just made a few changes here to the way the similarity matrix gets built. If you can see here, when the similarity gets called, it calls it from the config file, which is what we see here. And then that is what it tells it how to build. So when you see the build similarity matrix right here, this is where it's actually happening in the abstract recommender similarity abstract class, which I made some few modifications to. If you guys remember correctly, from the formula, the trick was to find the overlap between the ratings of the users, which actually happens here in the get correlation method. It's already done for us. We can take a look at this and see that it iterates through both vectors of the user and the user is being compared to, and if the user's vector contains the same values as users being compared to, then they get added to a list, right? And then all we need to calculate is that size of the list, the beta, which is gotten from the config file. We can see that over here. And then the similarity is calculated using the Pearson correlation coefficient class. Nothing new there. The only thing really that's needed left is to follow the formula as seen in the book, which is grab the overlap between the users, find the minimum of between the overlap and the beta, and divide by the beta. So if the beta are the same, then it's just like multiply by 1. Otherwise, we multiply the similarity by the overlap and return the similarity, which we do here. The math is done on this line 136, and then we return the similarity just like we normally do. Once the similarity matrix gets built, everything is just as you'd expect it to work in a normal recommender system, setting. Nothing else gets changed. The similarity matrix gets calculated just like it does before. You call the context get similarity matrix, and it gets built. But really, where the magic happens was in this one abstract recommender system class, which I just made a few minor changes to, and then I told the similarity class to extend from this class as opposed to the one that came with the library. So let's see it working. Driver. everything gets built as expected, and then after a few seconds here, you see the precision evaluation gets printed out um, with and everything seems to run successfully. Okay, that was it. Thanks guys for watching.